Because you know how this book comes is as a result of writing my prayers. So I made a journal for this book, so people can write their testimonies, their journey with God, and your quotes is there.
Wonderful to hear that.
Are you kidding?
Okay, yes,
Oh
she
my
is.
goodness.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming. It's so good to have you here.
Hey, what's going on? This is Kwame, and you know where I'm from. I'm from Ghana. Today, I'm so blessed to have somebody special on set. I came in here to shoot a video, and she pulled up on me and she was like, yo, bro, I got you. Let me help you and let's make it happen. Today, she is going to be the lifestyle TV woman. Somebody even prompted me to say that, man, we're wearing the same color. I'm wearing white, red, and she's wearing the same thing.
Divine appointment.
That's it. I love it. So please, what's your name?
My name is Irene Chakanyuka.
Okay. From
Zimbabwe.
You know, from Zimbabwe and Ghana.
Oh yes, you know my late president. You know,
you
are
see,
in-laws.
you see,
in-laws.
You see? So Zimbabwe and Ghana, we connect.
In-laws.
You connect. So
yes.
that is why she just came in. I was like, okay, let's try. So let's start TV,
Yes.
and you are going to host a program, like 2 shows.
Yes.
One is a book review, and the interview with the author herself.
Yes.
How is it feeling?
I can't wait.
You're ready?
I'm ready because there's so much that is going
Man,
to come.
she just pulled up on me. Was like, yo, I'm ready to host this show for you. And I forgot my questions though. I forgot the questions that I was about to ask the author. But I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And she, thank you. I appreciate your time.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so
Thank you.
watch out for her YouTube channel.
Yes.
It's a must that she gets on because the energy is positive. This is Kwame, and I will see you guys on the other side. Let me flip the page. Bye-bye.
I'm humbled to be with you, blessed woman of God.
Thank you so much. Can you just introduce yourself, please? Who are you? Introduce yourself.
Oh, thank you so much. Just like I said, I'm so humbled to be hosted by a woman of God like you and Let's Up TV. What a privilege. By God's grace, my name is Gloria Brown Norma. I'm from Nigeria. I'm mother of 2, a boy and a girl. Married, a wife, a mother, a full-time career. I have my devotions, daily oil devotions where I host my daily devotions, Bible, encouraging people with the Word of God. I'm a certified youth coach. And by the grace of God, I'm the author of the book Prayer Works.
Ha!
Yes.
What? How? Prayer Works. Yes, I have the copy in my hand and I've been reading this book. And we've had amazing reviews over this book and amazing things that people have been saying about this book. But before we get more into this book, there's something I just want to understand. Where do you get the time from you say you're a mother, you have kids, you are, obviously you're a wife, you're a businesswoman, you have daily devotions, too many things on your hands, but how did you get time to write this book? What really inspired you?
Wow, thank you so much. I believe, just like I said, that prayer works. And in my life, I'm a product of prayer. Everything that you see in my life is about prayer. When I want to write this book, I pray about it. I told God, I have so many things I want to share to the world because I don't want to prescribe a drug, a medicine that I've not tested. Having tested prayers, I want to prescribe it to the world. So I prayed and said, God, please direct me on how to go about this book and how to schedule my time to write this book. And indeed, God did it. Because if you look at the testimonies in this book, you see earlier I said that prayer helped me to schedule my daily activities. Because honestly, if I have to do it on my own, as a mother, as a wife, full-time career and everything, honestly, I cannot do it. But with prayers, God helped me to balance things, and as well to have my social life, to be with you and to be with other ladies as well. Yes.
You know, I like that you said you will not give a drug which you haven't tested. You have tested. It has worked. So the prescription that you're giving people is the prescription that has worked on you, because it is tried and tested. Because if you read in a book, I want to go to like chapter 10, because it's talking about, because when you said prayer has worked for you, and here it's talking about different types and selection of prayers. Okay, and meaning that everything you do in your life is about prayer. So this is what you're giving people there, and testimonies that you have in this book came because of prayer. Yes. Now, since you said you were going to give this prescription, you're going to write this book, did you face any challenges writing this book? And what sort of challenges did you face?
Wow, of course, I faced a lot of challenges. Before starting this book, I have written so many unpublished books. But what happened is this: anytime I want to send to the editors,
Yes.
God will tell me, no, that's not the first book you have to publish. That you should start with prayer works. I was like, God, but how? I don't even know how to write the prayer works. What is prayer works? Will I just come and say prayer works? What is the content? What will be? Then I prayed a prayer. I said, God, if you are the one leading me to write this book, please give me resources. One fateful afternoon, I was cleaning our bookshelf, and I saw one book, a big Bible, like it's full of commentaries and Bibles and everything. And I just flipped through it, and I was like, wow, I saw the resources that I want to put into this book. And that motivated me to just kick off with this book. Yeah.
Wow. Definitely prayer works, because everything that you've been doing, it's all about prayer.
Exactly.
Yes, and even the challenges, you had to go to God in prayer to say, God, if it is you who wants me to write this book, guide me through. And he guided you through this book. You know, there are testimonies that you have shared here. There's one particular testimony. I've also been reading this book, and there's a testimony where you were talking about someone who came to Christ because of the testimony you have, because of what had happened in you, because you got sick and you went to the doctor, and someone gave their life to Christ because of this book, because of prayer works. Can you just share a little bit? I just want you to just share just a little bit about this testimony and where these people are now.
Wow, you know, this testimony stood for me so much, because when I was sick, I have a breast lump. So I went to hospital. They said, oh, you have to do surgery and everything. So I was like, okay, no problem. I go to specialist. They said the same thing. I have no other option but to do it. I paid down payment and everything. So I left the hospital. But as I was going, I was not at peace. I was like, no, God, you didn't bring me far to just, I don't want to be or do any surgery. Please heal me. So when I came back to my house, I just go straight to my altar, because I have altar that I call Altar of Good Shepherd. I just lie down there praying, asking God to heal me. And immediately I had that peace of mind that God has healed me. Then I have to call the lady that will go with me the following Monday for the surgery. I said, do you know what? God has healed me. So please, when we go there, do tell them to run the text again. So the girl was like, oh, no, I don't believe that, because I know you're a Christian, but please, when it comes to sickness, don't bring Christianity there. I said, I know, no problem, but just do what I said. Yes. Tell them to run the text again before the surgery. Yeah. So when we came there, because of language barrier, the lady's Chinese, when we came there, she told them, please, can you run the text again? Yes. When they ran the text first time, it's negative. Second time, negative. They didn't believe it. They're like, okay, we have to go to a room that have bigger equipment. They ran the third one, there is also negative. They said, so what happened? They were looking at themselves. But you know why I laughed? One of them asked, who told you that you have breast lump? And you are the medics and you are saying that who told me? You are the one that gave me the report. And you are saying who told me.
Exactly.
So actually the lady that brought me told them what happened.
Yes.
That I prayed and I believe God that God have healed me. So they were like, what? Is there something like God? So God can heal you? So one of the medics said he wants to know more about God. And I led her to God, and now she's doing well in her Christian life, leading so many churches in China, and also producing some album Chinese songs. I was like Christian Chinese songs. So I thank God that God will not just only heal me, but He brings souls to the kingdom, because I know God is using the lady also to bring so many souls there in the kingdom.
All because of prayer.
prayer.
Prayer works. You know, now looking at this book, Prayer Works, I'm sure, you know, with people watching us, people listening to this conversation, when we are talking about Prayer Works, someone might be wondering, they're just talking about Prayer Works, this book. And I would really love to read some of these testimonies that you, by the way, it's just not one testimony which is in this book. There are so many testimonies that you share of how God came through, how God answered your prayers, and where can one buy this book? If you are in China, right? We are in China right now. If someone is in China and they want to buy the book, where can they buy the book? If someone is not in China, is this book accessible to someone who's not in China? Where can they buy the book?
Oh, thank you so much. I think for those in China, you can reach me through my WeChat. Those that are not in China, if you have WhatsApp, you can reach me through WhatsApp, and you can also access the book in Amazon. It's in Amazon.com all over the world. Amazon UK, Amazon France, Amazon US. It's all over the world. So it's in Amazon. You can also reach me, or perhaps you don't have Amazon, you want to reach me through Facebook, through Daily Oil Devotional, then I can help you to access the book.
You heard that. So you can get this book even on Amazon. And she also has a Facebook channel, Daily Oil Devotions. You can even message her, and then she can also respond to you in the issue of you getting this book. Now there's something that I also want to ask you. We had a review. You had the opportunity to sit in that review, hearing what people were saying about your book. How does that make you feel? Do you have regrets? Or do you, what does it do to your spirit knowing that you were obedient enough to write this book?
Wow, thank you so much. This one, I feel so emotional, because why I say I feel so emotional. The first time I received this message, this liberation to write this book, I feel like, who am I? I am not a theologian. I don't have the background. I don't know even I can't even defend what I want to say, because you have to back it up with Bible. I didn't go to any Bible school. And after writing this book, I find it difficult to send to editor, because I keep telling myself, who will listen to this story? You know, pardon me, I'm emotional, because I just keep remembering what was happening.
It's okay.
Who will listen to your story? You just tell people, sometimes a voice come and said, how can you be vulnerable telling people what happened in your life? Because the book is about my personal testimonies, even how I get to know my husband, how I get to balance things. I feel so many times I have clicked delete, but honestly, I just want to encourage everybody before I continue. If you want to marry a husband or a wife, marry a supportive one.
Yeah.
Because my husband will always tell me, never you delete it.
Yeah.
You might not want to publish it yet, but it's okay. But never you delete it.
Yes.
There are some people that want to listen to your testimonies. I said, but my testimony might not make sense to dying world. There are so many people. My husband said, even if it is one person that listens to your testimonies. So hearing today's review, I feel so touched, how people are touched with the book, because I don't really think that this book can impact life. I just feel like, God, I just want to obey your word, your will, but even if it doesn't impact life, but let me just do what you told me to do. So listening to today's review is like, oh, thank you, God, that I really listened to your word and I took initiative to step out.
You know, because God tells us that faith without works is dead. So you did the works because you are faithful enough to be obedient to. And there's no testimony without a test. And I, for one, I'm glad that you wrote this book, because even reading this book, there are certain things that you think because you've been a Christian for so long and you take them for granted, and it became a reminder. And I think Pastor even mentioned something, Pastor Helen, when she was saying, you know, just seeing the title itself, Prayer Works, it's a reminder to say prayer works. So therefore, and you know, in your book you also mentioned that pray about everything and anything, you know. So prayer really works. And like she said, this book is on Amazon. This book, you can reach her even on her Facebook channel, Daily Oil Devotions, if you want to buy this book. And if you are in China, she also has a WeChat, which you can get connected to her, then you can buy this book. She can send it to you. So wherever you are, you can get this book. Believe me, there are so many testimonies in this book. And you can pray about anything and anything. You know, and there's a quote that you have, which I like, which also printed on your t-shirt. What does it say?
Prayer can redo and undo
anything.
You know, so many times I had people see like they don't pray for everything, tiny things. I have seen people that said, oh, you know, it's too urgent to pray. And I used to tell people, if it is too urgent to pray, it is too dangerous to be done without praying. Because sometimes, because we have that option B, we know like a little way out, exit, we don't pray. And that's why some people make prayer their last option. So, but I want to encourage people, no matter how tiny, how useless, you can imagine me praying about God to help me to win my child. You know, of course, if you go to internet, you can see so many strategies to win your child. But there are strategies that cannot help you until you need divine wisdom. So no matter how tiny, how useless, how urgent it is, put it to God in prayer, and you will hear that voice that said, go left, go right, and you'll never be disappointed.
You heard it for yourself. Prayer can redo and do anything. This is Lest Up TV, and I've just been talking to the author Gloria Brown Nyoma of Prayer Works. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
How was your interview?
It was good. It was really good.
I was standing behind the camera and I was enjoying it. You did amazing work. Where do you get the energy from?
I think it's the passion.
Wow.
The passion for people.
Wow,
The passion to hear what people are doing, you know. Just to hear what is happening in people's lives.
You have some kind of positive energy around you, which pulls people close to you. And I would like to tell you, keep on, because you have a positive energy. You have watched the video. You can testify that she has everything. And I'm going to push her to open her YouTube channel. Right from this place. She needs to open YouTube channel, and probably by next month, she's going to post a video.
Yes.
And when she does, please do well to subscribe, follow, share. Man, black is black. Let's support each other, man.
That's it.
Right? Supporting wouldn't kill you, you know? So let's support each other. All right. Thank you very much for doing this for me. And what is your last word to the people watching Let's Up TV?
Stay connected to Lest Up TV, lest you miss something important. There's always something happening around town.
Okay, thank you.